Hi everyone, I'm Morris Parker and welcome to Race 1 of the Powerade Super Skiff Series. And joining me in expert commentary is Tony Reynolds. Tony, the weather conditions today, Race 1.
What a wonderful day down here in beautiful Double Bay, the home of the Skiffs. Sun, northeaster is the sea breeze, as you know, and it comes into Sydney during the summer months, and it's a beautiful nor'easter today. It'll be a big sail day, but a lovely day for the boats to go around.
Tony, Race 1 of the series, they're getting ready right now. Who should we be looking at?
Well, Morris, it's an open field today. 23 new boats here today to race for the Powerade Super Skiff Series, but I think I'd have to favour Trevor Barnabas to win in the 2UE Barracuda. But there's a few people who are going to challenge him, and he's trying to knock him off that mantle, you know.
And we've got a few new blokes involved, haven't we?
Well, yeah, there's some very promising rookies in today. There's that Warren Miller, we call him Mad Wazza because he's just an adrenaline sailor and sails with a lot of power and charge. He'll be throwing a challenge out. As to will be the Aspie boat with McConaughey in it. McConaughey has just come back from the Sailing World Championships in Canada, where he came third. So he's a well-recognised yachtsman and new to the skiffs, but he'll be throwing a big challenge in as well, I would think.
So it's going to be a very interesting series, isn't it?
Wide open series. I mean, who knows, you know? Wind, water, Double Bay here today, who knows?
Okay, let's see how they line up for Race 1 of the Powerade Australian Super Skiff Series. World Exchange, Ace Express, Jindalee, Yandu, Richard Ellis, Aspie, 2UE Barracuda, Hog's Breath Cafe. Lexmark, Mitsubishi, Line 7, Rack Roof Racks, West Coast Cooler, Sail Shades, Foster's Light Ice, AFS, FGI, and of course 18-foot skiff sailing has been happening on Sydney Harbour since the 1890s. Here's some of the history. Gambling was a central feature of Sydney's open boat sailing from the earliest days of the colony. The fast boats and the intense rivalry naturally led to wagers. With the introduction of Sunday races in 1934, huge crowds watched the racing and laid bets on the outcome. Special ferries were provided and packed with spectators out to the racing. Gambling was illegal and officially frowned on by the league, but it quickly became a highlight of Sunday on the harbour.
The gale coming up, he should be around the mark any time now. Carlton was coming up now on the Georgia Beach shore. A little bit slow on the boat getting that spinnaker out.
Over the years, the crowds grew, as did the attention from the police. The league encouraged sweeps to keep the fans' interest, and this part of the rich history of 18-footers on Sydney Harbour remains today. Just about near perfect sailing conditions on Sydney Harbour for Race 1 of the Powerade Super Skiff Series. It's a fine and sunny day, a light breeze of 7 to 10 knots coming from the nor'east, and the temperature a very pleasant 21 degrees Celsius. And all skippers have chosen large rigs, and currently they're still in the park preparing for Race 1. Tony, those nervous moments of preparation before a race, you know them well.
Mate, they're all anxious out there today, I can tell you. You can see they're getting themselves organised, rigging, and they usually get it right, but occasionally they do make mistakes.
Coming up, the start of Race 1 in the Powerade Super Skiff Series. Welcome back to Race 1 of the Powerade Super Skiff Series. With me, of course, in expert commentary, Tony Reynolds. Tony, the skiff's now going into the water.
That's right, Morris. Launching the boats, always quite a difficult time in sailing, and they're difficult to get off the beach.
Tony, you've just set the course in Sydney Harbour. Let's take a look at today's course.
Morris, today we've got a northeaster breeze again, so obviously start on the start line, work against the breeze up to the windward mark. Having rounded the windward mark, they then set their spinnakers, running off a breeze outside the wing mark to the leeward mark, drop the spinnakers, take it off, work up against the breeze again, round the windward mark, set up again, nice run home to the finish.
Tony, the most crucial part now, the start.
Nice, in these short races the start is critical, and of course the better guys just seem to be able to make the start look easy. But this looks like they're all going to be over to me.
Not much wind there, mate.
No, I won't do. Minute to go, and look at Mitsubishi's way over now. I'd say Foster's is over. To me, Aspie boat looks over. Foster's bearing away, hasn't made the start. Oh, look, West Coast's a mile over.
So what you're saying, Tony, there may well be a recall here.
Oh, well, I think so. Look, Trevor's away over in the 2UE. Johnny Winning looks like he's coming on to be over. He can't get down because the Aspie boat's under him. Look, he's jammed. He's got to go forward. He's a mile over the line. Bang, the gun's fired. Recall. Look at this, Whitting's still sailing away, Johnny. The old boys in the Yandu, look at that. Oh, my old mates, but yeah, they're a mile over. They've all got to go back. Come on, boys, send them around. Let's get back and restart.
Tony, what happens to the restart now?
Well, we'll fire another 3-minute gun and get them back, and they'll have to jockey again. And they're pretty anxious the first heat. It's easy to be over on a light day.
That's right, and I guess first time, first race. Here we go, the restart at the moment, Tony.
Well, this looks a little better, this start. I think this might be a start. This looks a little better.
Quick, get it out. Let's go, we're off.
Bang, I think they're racing.
Come on.
Yeah, they're racing. Jindalee's made a great start. Look at Jindalee jump out of the box.
Tony, that's a great start by Jindalee. Now, they've got to keep that lead, though, haven't they?
Got to jump, yeah.
There seems to be some problems at the start, and the red flag has come out. I spoke to Malcolm Thompson, the skipper of FGI, about what happens if you do get a bad start.
You've got to try and work out how you're going to make that time up. I find you never go for the big win, because if you try and take a huge tack out, you're probably going to end up losing more. So you just got to sit in, hang in there, regroup your crew, and make sure it all comes together.
Back to the racing now, Tony. Looks as if Barracuda, Jindalee and Pace are doing extremely well.
Well, I guess Pace Express is to win, but he's going very well. Jindalee too. Sailing well. Trevor Barnabas hasn't made his best start I've ever seen him make. He's down to low, but the boat's footing through the water well, I'd say. Yeah, very well.
Tony, let's go on board World Exchange and see what's happening.
Well, we're on the place. In a bit, right in. Then,
Tell you one thing, Warren Miller is in total control there.
Oh, he's a goer, Wazza. We call him Wazza, but yeah, as I said before, he's a full adrenaline sailor. He's really a guy that'll give it a go.
I think he enjoys having helmet camera on.
I'm sure he would. He loves it. He's a great enthusiast for him.
Foster's light ice there.
Richard Durley and his team sailing quite well there, yes. Graham Turner, the AFS. Old campaigner Graham, been around the boats for about 20 years. Good sailor. Good crew, of course. But AEI Pace, look at that. Well to windward now, Jindalee.
Tony, we're having a look at rack planning through at the moment.
Carl Schroeder, James and Todd. Yes, that's a good crew now. They're sailing very well, those boys, and they've come a long way in a couple of years.
I'll tell you one thing, TUE Barracuda is looking very strong.
TUE is footing, as I said earlier, very well, but AEI Pace still well to windward.
There it is, Mitsubishi Electric.
Benny and Mark and the boys in there, Richard. That's a new boat, first time race today.
I'll tell you one thing, Tony. Sydney Harbour looks superb today.
Isn't that a great picture there, the harbour bridge in the back there of the boats? Clever again. Look at that. Always sails the boat so well, sails it so flat. As I've said, probably recognised as the best skiff sailor in the world today.
And Trevor has half his family on board.
Yeah, got the young crew with him now, and that's probably a big advantage, because Trevor's getting a little long in the tooth too, you know.
that's it, Cam. We got you, Aaron. We got you, mate. Right out.
Tony, World Exchange has a great lead at the moment.
Coming off a great start, you see, got the windward mark on the line, and has jumped away with free air, fresh breeze the whole way up the first work. Sure, he's got a great lead. Going to be very hard to catch him from there.
Tony, look at the stopwatch now. How far ahead is World Exchange?
I'd say he's got a good 60 to 70 seconds lead already.
What's happening down there?
Oh, well, they're all changing tacks to come into the mark, of course. Very critical part.
Let's talk about the marks, Tony. How critical are they?
Sailing these boats around the marks is difficult. Going around the marks is one of the hardest parts of sailing an 18-foot skiff.
Why is that?
Bearing them away is quite difficult, and just getting the balance right in the bear away for the set of the spinning is always difficult.
I'll tell you one thing, Tony. Warren Miller really knows how to communicate with his crew.
I got this. Get ready. In you go. Hold on, stay at it! Okay, go! Go, guys, come on! Go, Aaron! Come on, let's go! Okay, you're up! Let's go, come on! Main!
Tony, all the spinnakers going up now?
Woz has got a fairly good set, but you can hear him calling out main. Cameron, his sheet hand, forgot to grab the main as he went out onto the wings. But, he had a pretty good set otherwise.
Tony, I don't think people appreciate how much action actually happens on board these skiffs.
Oh, mate, these guys are sailing them because they love it, you know. Yeah, sure, it's a hell of a sport to do.
Also physically demanding out there, you know.
These guys are all athletes, let me tell you. A lot of training, a lot of physical training.
Still on the spinnaker leg now, and World Exchange still looking very much in control.
Nice, sailing very nicely there, was he? Got a nice balance.
We can see in the background there Pace.
Pace pulling him back, new boat Pace. First time in the water today, and very well sailed by Craig Ferris and Chris Cleary, and of course Stephen Quigley, their skipper. I think they're going to be a force to reckon with on the harbour this year.
I hate to say it, but World Exchange is looking like a force to be reckoned with right now.
Oh, he's a goal, isn't he?
What a great shot there from Chopper Cam. See the crew there?
Nice shot of the boat passing through the front of the house at the back of Point Clyde.
In a race like this, Tony, is it hard to play catch-up?
In these Super Skiff series, it will be always hard to get in from the back.
World Exchange still holds the lead, but Pace is hot on her heels. We'll be back in a moment with more of the Powerade Super Skiffs.
Keep your trim, please. It's the most important. Let's get an angle.
World Exchange still in the lead under the control of skipper Warren Miller. I spoke to Warren about how he protects his lead.
Just sail the averages, you know, try and not do anything wrong, and, you know, sort of if the fleet's going left, go left. If, you know, just follow them a bit as much as possible.
Nice shot of Yandu there on screen.
Johnny winning, yes, sailing back in the 18s again after coming off the VS Championships, Johnny. Sailing with his old crew, Jay Harrison and Hotto, a good old team back together. Nice to have them back in the racing again, and he'll make a fist of it, Johnny, but it's early days for him yet.
You can see in the background there, Tiawi Barracuda, they're doing well as well.
Oh, well, as we've said, Travis always going to do well. He probably hasn't sailed in these sort of Super Skiff series for a while as well, and it's a bit new to him today, I'd say.
Just saw World Exchange there, still doing extremely well, and a terrific lead for race one.
Morris has really streeted them in this first race today. He's got out well, sailed well, and led from the front the whole race. They won't catch him now.
Barracuda Tiawi there, on screen.
The rack roof rack's being sailed by Carl Schrader, as I said earlier. Rookie coming along, doing a pretty good job today. Nice shot of the jibe on the AEI Pace. Driving just behind, look, Morris, is the Australian Sports Performance Institute boat. Stephen McConaughey coming in after being third in the Sailing World Championships in Canada recently. Really an Olympic-class yachtsman, new to the 18s this season. It's going to be a force to reckon with as well.
It's great having a lot of the new breed, isn't it?
Oh, look, we've got some wonderful sailors in this fleet. Just incredible talent.
Also a very close fleet as well, as you can see. A bit of a run in there with Richard Ellis.
We'll have a look at my old mate in Richard Ellis. He's come up a 16-foot Australian 16-foot skiff champion. Also a great sailor. Great force to be reckoned with in the 18s this year. AFS, Graham Turner. Been around for a long time, Graham. Sails a great boat. Mitsubishi Electric there, Ben Derwent. World Windsurfer champion for a couple of seasons. Good hand in the base.
This would have to be the best bunch of sailors in the world right now, 18-foot skiff sailors.
This is the best bunch of 18-foot skiff sailors in the world today. We've got 25 of just unbelievable talent. It's going to be very hard for anyone to win a race here. And look at Wazza getting away. And he's got a lucky break on him today, Wazza. We'll see.
The best sailors on the best harbour in the world. You can't beat that.
Sydney Harbour's a glorious place for sailors. And Jim DeLee, look at that Paul Bennett. You're on the 18s as well, making a great job today.
This must bring back Tony's. There we are, so close. You're nearly on board there. Go on, jump in.
Have a look at my boys in the hand. This is a classic. They'll love this when they see this.
Fantastic pictures there from Tim Nurmi there. And there it is, the leader still, World Exchange. Tony, did you expect World Exchange to do so well in this first race?
Oh, as I said, Wazza can sail an 18-foot skiff, and he's always going to be a threat. Yes, I think so. Doesn't surprise me a bit, not a bit. He can sail one. Good crew with him.
The spinnakers are now being dropped.
Tricky dropping the spinnakers. Not much breeze today. It's not that difficult, but always hard to get a good set and a good get down as well. And look at Richard Ellis there dropping a bit over the side. Trevor might have got in a bit too late. Lexmark really come in too late. They tend to want to carry into the mark too late. I think look at Graham Turner in the AFS, and a bit of Bittern Barge here as well. But it's a critical time getting the gear down. As I said, a light day today, so it's always difficult to get a good set at the other end, and when you get to the leeward mark to get it down.
I'd hate to be in that traffic jam down there.
Well, yes, you see all blocking each other's breeze as well. AFS is now around and got the line if there is. Mitsubishi in a hole, as is Trevor Barnabas and the TUE Barracuda. Lexmark sailing away with a little breeze. And of course, Rack you can see coming around the mark and carrying off with the wind. AI pace, main channel again now sailing well and well away from these boats that are all jamming each other at the leeward end of the course. They've got to work now back up in between the starter's launch and the opposite end of the line, or as we call it, the gate, up to the windward mark again, and then a set, spinnaker set again, and a run with their spinnaker down to the finish.
Now, we've got a penalty flag. What's happening there, please, Tony?
Well, the judges are out today, of course, and you've got the 360 red flag, which is a 360 penalty.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, for varying infringements, but it was obviously 360 penalty for an infringement someone made at the bottom mark.
Let's just recap on the weather conditions. It's a light breeze of 7 to 10 knots. It's a northeasterly and 21 degrees Celsius. Jindalee there on screen.
Jindalee going up towards the gate. Nice balancing the boat. Holding good pressure. 3 men on the wire. There's the Lexmark. First time in the water today, Greg Patterson's Lexmark.
Would he be happy with that performance?
I would think for the first time in the boat. He's had about 15 minutes on the water. He'd be very happy. He'll be a threat through the season. Good sailor coming back off the European Championships and sails for Europe in the winter in the 18-foot European Championships. Hogsbeth Cafe, we haven't seen much of him in this race. There he is.
We've got to remember to viewers, of course, this is just race 1 in a series of 9. There's lots more sailing left.
Well, another 8 heats to go, anyone's series, but very early days.
Have you been talking to the TV director? Have you? There's Yandu again.
Well, they're sailing very nicely there. As I've said 3 or 4 times today, they'll be a great force in these boats. Johnny Winning was twice runner-up to the famous Ian Murray in the World Championships for 18-foot skiffs. Probably the unluckiest boat that he ever won a World Championship, and he's back this year to win one.
Ian Murray, I guess, with the man behind 18-foot skiff sailing in Australia.
Well, the boat that Johnny and David and Jay Harrison there are sitting in was designed by Ian Murray for the club, but just built 10 of those boats, and they're an Ian Murray designed boat. So he's still very much involved with 18-foot skiff sailing, as Ian is with all sailing, being Australia's foremost yachtsman.
Tony, these boats are all equal, aren't they?
Pretty much so. It's just the way you point them and how you drive them.
And this one's being driven extremely well.
Well, that's a nice shot of the Australian Sports Performance boat, and it's been driven well there, yes.
I feel as if I'm actually on board.
You probably wish you weren't, Morris. But yeah, you feel that way.
I'd hate to be out there in a strong wind. This would be...
this is just, there's very little breeze today, that's right. These things are incredibly quick when it's windy.
They've been called the Ferrari of sailing. Would that be right?
Well, it's unquestionably right, Morris. We build those boats to about 82.5 kilograms, and when you consider the lightness of the hull, and then you throw a 33 or 34-foot mast on them, and those big spinnakers, I mean, they are incredibly light hulls with huge sails.
World Exchange continues to dominate race 1 of the Powerade Super Skiff Series. Welcome back to the Powerade Super Skiffs, and it looks as if a few of the yachts are in trouble. Tony, what's going on?
I don't know. I think there's been a bit of a bip up here between the Leightons and the ITNT. But I'd say, yes, ITNT's got a broken spinnaker pole there. I don't know what happened to Leightons, but a bit of a crash and bingle there, I'd say.
No problems though for World Exchange, who's still in the lead.
Sailing nicely, isn't he, Miles? Going away from it all the time.
The Leighton crew asking themselves, what went terribly wrong?
Look at Big Bobby pushing the spinnaker away and they're moking off. He's an enthusiast, Bob, but got a way to go at the sailing.
World Exchange looking extremely comfortable there, while ITNT are far from being comfortable.
Don't look happy, Morris, the boys on ITNT. Their day's over. They've got to pack it up and take it home.
They'll be going back to the Double Bay Yacht Club.
Well, I hope they're going back to have a couple of beers and forget about today and look forward to the next heat.
As we mentioned, this is just race 1 in a series of 9.
Woz is round the mark, and Cameron and Aaron going for the set there.
Yandu's still doing well.
Old Dad's Amy coming along nicely now.
Now you said that, not me, okay?
I shouldn't have said that. I got to take that back, lads.
You can still see Leighton struggling there, trying to get their skiff back into action. Will they be out of the race now, do you think, Tony?
Oh, they'll be looking forward to the next heat as well and packing it away, I'd say, Morris. Their day's finished. But these lads will be a happy bunch. They're coming in for a second slot at the moment. They're rounding now second, AEI Pace. Nice shot of Woz there running to the line, but AEI Pace having a good set. Stephen's got a good crew on board this year, and this is his first time in the water today too, and it's a brand new Moe design skiff. I think he's looking at a great possibility for the season.
They could well be a force to be reckoned with, Pace.
I think so. Great sailor, Stephen Quigley, and as I've said, good crew and brand new Moe boat. You know, he's got a great sponsor too. I must say, AEI sponsored these 18-footers for about the last 25 years, I think. And Pat Corrigan from Pace Express is one of the great characters of 18ft Skiff sailing.
Not much longer left in the race, and I don't think you can catch World Exchange at this point.
No, it's all over. He'd have to drop off the boat or something or other and have to go very wrong for him to lose from here. He's moving pretty nicely through the water for such a light day, you know.
As we get into the closing stages of the race, we've got World Exchange in first place and Pace in second at this point in time.
Yes, that's how they'll finish now, Morris, I would say, but nice balance there on Pace.
Counting down the minutes as we get closer to that finish line. World Exchange looking very, very strong.
Oh, yes, this is Woz is going to love this when he finishes.
That's it. World Exchange has taken race 1 in the Powerade Skiff Series.
Gun's going off. Here's the winner. There's the winner of the day.
Drop, right? Let's go. Woo! Well done, guys. Excellent.
A big win there to World Exchange by 65 seconds.
Hey, boys, good one in the first. Happy with that? Yeah, very happy, mate. What do you reckon? Oh, well, if you can do it again, I'll be very happy. Listen, a lot of the tactics for the next one. Get out in front and stay there. What is good, eh? Yep. Okay, thanks, mate. Well done, guys. That was excellent work. But all it is the start. Get a good start and we're away, okay? Now, what's the guys? Good, really good. We had a good race. We got off to a good start. Had a bit of an altercation with 2UE at the top mark, but recovered pretty well. But by the time we got going, World Exchange was already off and away, so we just hung in there. And some of the marks that looked like pit street in there. Yeah, it was good fun. Very close.
Tony, a great race 1, and what a fantastic start to the series.
Well, they did get anxious at the start, the boys, didn't they? But as we thought, Trevor Barnabas, the best skiff sailor of the world, made a great start and got away early in the race. But I guess the guy that won the race sailed terrifically well too. The World Exchange, he pumped it on and he got back into it and he deserved to win. Great race.
That's right, Tony, a great race, and congratulations to Warren Miller and his crew. In first spot, World Exchange. Second, Pace Express. And in third spot, Jinder Lee. Warren, what a good feeling. Winner of the first race.
Yes, it was very, very good.
Now, from the very start, you're in the lead.
Pretty much. It was me and Pace Express, you know, and I just sort of seemed to get a little bit higher and away from him, and then he did a bad tack at the top, and I was away.
Once you get away, the ball's really in your court, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. It pretty much. You know, you've got to make a mistake to lose it once you're in front.
This type of racing is so short and so fast, everything is critical, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. I think it's good for, you know, someone like me that's not that fit, you know, and so they can catch a breath between races.
Let's have a look at the points table after race 1. World Exchange on 10, Pace Express 9, Jinder Lee 8, Yandu 7, Richard Ellis 6, Aspie 5, 2UE Barracuda 4, Hog's Breath Cafe 3, Lexmark 2, Mitsubishi 1, and we still have 7 skiffs yet to get on the board. Hope you enjoyed race 1 of the series. We'll see you next week for race 2 of the Powerade Super Skiff Series.